Welcome back to the channel as we're going to be doing a 3-round 2023 NFL mock draft, joined here by Hail Mary Sports' own Alex. One and only, some would say.
What's up? Glad to be back. We're going to have some fun.
This is going to be great. We're going to be alternating picks and it's just going to be a blast. 3 rounds. Remember, for all intents and purposes, this is really just a highlight prospects, give y'all guys a good watch list. As well as it's always fun to look at possibilities teams may be. Now, we are taking the draft order from Pro Football Network. So if you got a problem with it, I don't know what to tell you. Go complain to them. Tweet at them or something. But I guess I should do my thing. What's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Broshmo, just in case you didn't know so. Go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. Let's go ahead, get into this. Let's decide who's getting the first pick, and we'll go from there.
Honestly, I'll let you do it. I had the first pick in the last fantasy draft we did.
Perfect. I like this. Okay, so I'm the Houston Texans. This one's a no-brainer for me if we're picking one. Davis Mills, obviously year 2, didn't go well. I'm going to go ahead, take the first quarterback. My first quarterback is Bryce Young. I don't think anyone touches him in terms of the intangibles. But when we talk about the tangible, his size, I can see CJ Stroud getting into that conversation. And maybe others if they prove this season.
Yeah, I like it. Again, this is assuming the Texans are number 1 overall, which usually means that Davis Mills, not the guy. I think there's one guy.
You know what they say about assuming, right?
Can't assume. But I think there's 2 guys who could be above Bryce Young. That's CJ Stroud if he actually ends up being end of year CJ Stroud, or this is my take, Anthony Richardson. If he ends up popping off, I think he's the best by a long shot. So
yeah, I think there's a lot he has to do though to really overcome those 2.
Oh yeah, but I'm kind of hitching my wagon to it. But number 2, we have the Falcons. That's right? I'm on PFN. I have no idea if your draft order is the same as mine.
It is.
Awesome.
It should be.
It should be. I mean, like, I was just saying, you never know. With this spot, I think you'd still probably want to give Desmond Ridder a year. He's had a little bit of fun and he's shown some progress. I think also next year's quarterback class is not barren. You have some really highly talented quarterbacks coming out. So it's not like do or die. It's not going to be a drought year the next year, or at least you think it won't be. So I'm going to go with the best player available, which I think is the best strategy overall. Will Anderson's just a little too talented. I know you got 2 edges in the past draft, but it's Will Anderson. There's no real need to fully explain it.
It's the Falcons. Pass rush is like the Achilles heel.
Well, I mean, they got Ebiketie as well as, who's that other guy that they got?
Was it Malone?
Yeah, D'Angelo Malone from Western Kentucky.
All right, well, I'm the Chicago Bears. This is a bit of a predicament if you're the Bears in this spot, because it's like, is there really a receiver worth being taking pick 3? And really, for all intents and purposes, like the offensive tackle class has yet to emerge outside of like Peter Skoronski, but I think there's going to be questions about his athleticism and his length, opposed to like Rashawn Slater, Penei Sewell. They came in with the sub 33-inch arms, but they're freak athletes as well. So I don't think he's really in that class, but no, we'll see, man. The guy's solid, so I don't think I'm going to go with those 2 areas, which I would really love to. But, oh, man, this is a toughie for me.
Pull the trigger on Skoronski.
I'm not doing that. I'm looking at the defense. For me, it's either Jalen Carter or Miles Murphy. Because Robert Quinn, how long is he going to be really with the Bears? Travis Gibson, is he a number 1 pass rusher? That's kind of a question. And they really have nothing on the interior that tells you they have a star there. And we saw what DeForest Buckner did for Mr. Eberflus's defense. So I'm going to go with Jalen Carter.
I like it. I would have went, obviously, with Miles, but Jalen Carter's not too shabby of the second option.
Yeah, I mean, it's really either or.
Oh, I hate this pick. Okay, so the Lions are here at number 4, which, I mean, call me crazy. I had them making the playoffs at 8 and 9, so not going that crazy. But My favorite player in the draft is Miles Murphy. There's no way in hell I'm drafting another edge for this team. That just doesn't make sense for me. But you look at, I mean, I don't think, even if you're at number 4, I don't think they go quarterback. I don't know. There's just a gut feeling of mine that they wouldn't. You could look at defensive back. Wide receiver is not out of the question, but I don't think anybody's good enough for that. I might just have to go quarterback. Oh, that's going to suck. I absolutely hate doing that. What would you do in this situation?
Dude, that's on you, bro.
Well, no.
Are you a Jared Goff believer? Are you a Goffer?
No, but I'm also a realist, and I don't think the Lions would be drafting a quarterback at number 4.
Then then do what you want, man.
You know what? Dan Campbell is a great guy getting the most out of his players, and man, you know what? Well, we'll do it realistically. If they are at number 4, there probably are going to be talks about going after a new quarterback. I'm going to go CJ Stroud. Deep down inside, I want to go Anthony Richardson, but he's also from Florida, going to Detroit. I don't know if he's ready yet, and CJ's proven it up there plenty of times.
All right, there goes Stroud. And what do you mean that hurts? That hurts for me. I'm here with the Seahawks at 5, who need a quarterback desperately, and I'm gonna have to pull from the likes of Anthony Richardson, Tyler Van Dyke. Let's see, well, who else? Tanner McKee. So I don't know. I know that they have another first-round pick. Maybe you put it off and just kind of try to just get good players, but like where are they going here then if it's not going to be quarterback? They brought in Boye Mafe.
He's good.
Yeah. Well, who else do they have there playing at edge? Oh, they brought in Woso or whatever.
Oh yeah,
over from the Chargers. See, a long-term answer. It'd be nice if Jalen Carter was here, honestly. I could go with. Yeah, I'm sorry. I followed my heart. I could also go with a wide receiver. I mean, obviously they're keeping DK, but Tyler Lockett, is he long for the roster?
He has to be. You look at the guarantee on that contract. It's suicide to let him go.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So this is the interesting thing. I know that they're literally gonna be throwing out guys like Tyreek Woolen and Kobe Bryant as starters this year. Sidney Jones is fine. That's it. He's fine. He's good. Yeah. He's okay. So who'd I say?
Oh no, I was saying yeah, it's Sidney Jones. It's not. You're not getting much.
Oh, okay. I was like, did I say Sidney Crosby? I'm gonna go with Keely Ringo.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep addressing secondary and hoping with that second pick they could just kind of get like the leftovers of those 3 quarterbacks. I don't feel great about them at this juncture. Also, you could throw Will Levis in there. He might be the oldest of the bunch, but still, if he comes out and shows he's a improved decision maker, the processing is like what we saw during the later part of the year, then you're looking at a guy that's probably pro-ready coming from a pro-ready offense. So, and he's got a better arm than Kenny Pickett. So,
yeah, but Kenny Pickett was smart and decisive and made big time throws. Unlike him.
He also held on to the ball longer than Justin Fields, which Justin Fields got criticized for being too conservative. So, just gonna throw that out there.
That's fair. Okay, so for pick number
claws, sorry.
You're good. Pick number 6, I'm going Peter Skoronski here. Mekhi Becton's not healthy enough for the Jets, and I mean, you just need a long-term answer. Peter Skoronski looked like a baller in week 0. He put on 17, 18 pounds, and I seriously think he has the athleticism he needs. He's become the clear-cut number 1 tackle for me as well.
All right, Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, I mean, I feel like they've invested so much. I don't know what their edge rusher. I don't know what their future is with Josh Allen, but I guess we'll see. Trevon Walker looks like he's going to be at least fairly good. So I imagine like maybe going to the offensive line would be a bad option, but I think I'm going to go receiver. I know they invested a lot in receiver, but they also sent out a lot. Like Laviska Shenault, gone. Treadwell, who was one of their lead receivers, gone. Marvin Jones, like, is he really, like, he's not a long-term option. So I'm going to go with my boy. I almost called an audible, but I'm going to go with Keyshawn Butte.
Ooh, interesting.
Because JSN, they got enough slots on that roster.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like JSN would be like the elevated version of Laviska of what they would have wanted from him. So that's why I was wondering if you were going to just say they messed up on Laviska and they wanted to give it another shot with a better version of him.
I feel like Christian Kirk might end up being their slot guy. Although Marvin Jones has been, like, for all intents and purposes, a guy that can play on the outside in the slot, so he could end up being the majority slot guy there, but I don't know.
All right, that's fair. Number 8, the Panthers, who I also do not have in the top 10. If they are in the top 10, the answer is pretty obvious. Like, you look at the rest of the roster, weapons are out the wazoo. Offensive line could still use development, but honestly, it's not the worst thing in the universe because, again, it's not going to be the reason you're at pick 8 versus in the playoffs. The real reason is the fact that you don't have a quarterback. And I think this team will take its days back to the Cam Newton era with a 6'4", 236-pound cannon arm Anthony Richardson. Guy's just so good.
So they're gonna bring back Ron Rivera.
Oh yeah,
Riverboat Ron.
Riverboat Ron's coming back. Well, after he gets fired from Washington this year.
Yeah, he will.
He'll come back.
All right. So this might be this is gonna be interesting. I'll just say this because the Giants. Fun fact, they also need a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I could just pass on not having a quarterback. I don't know what free agency looks like for quarterbacks next year. I can't imagine great.
No.
Unless they make moves for like Jordan Love and such. I think this is a team that's gonna be they're gonna want to win now.
Mm-hmm.
This is wild. I'm gonna go with Will Levis.
Oh, come on. You don't like Will Levis.
I don't love Will Levis, but listen, okay. He's going to be like 24 his at the beginning of his rookie season. But he has played in a pro style offense for the last if we include this year, last 2 years. That are very similar to what the Rams and now that they have, I think, the 49ers former quarterbacks coach there as OC. So he's going to be seeing a lot what Daboll likes. If this guy improves as a decision maker, and I think we saw at the later end of the year as a processor, like he was pretty, like he was improved. And you know what? The dude's an athlete.
Oh, God. So I'll only respond to you by saying this. There's another quarterback on the board that you had 33 spots higher on your big board.
Nah, there was 2 quarterbacks I like better.
Well, yeah, but Tyler Van Dyke is literally 33 spots ahead of Will Levis.
Yes, but he's not. This is what the thing was. He's not the athlete, and he's not coming from a pro-style offense. Like, last year, he played in a very... How would you say Cliff Kingsbury? Not even Cliff Kingsbury, but it was a very like vertical 4 wide receivers. Like, let's see, Tyler Van Dyke. Let's see how he does this year.
That's fair. Okay, so for the Steelers, I think I'm gonna go offensive tackle here. The simple truth is that
makes sense.
And I'm stuck between Broderick Jones and Anton Harrison. Both are absolute ballers in my opinion. I think I'm going to go Broderick Jones. I could see the Steelers going after a Georgia offensive lineman over Oklahoma at this point. I just feel like he fits a little bit more what they'd be looking for. It's just a little bit more that, Oklahoma's going to be SEC soon. But I don't know. It just feels like it'd fit Najee Harris's style a little bit better. I think that he's just more well-balanced. And just overall, I think the ceiling's higher.
How does Myles Murphy fall in these drafts, dude?
I don't know. He's my number 1 player. But, I mean... It's like you look at it though, the Jets, the Jags, like both of them don't need an edge rusher. They pretty much are loaded at edge rusher, and then teams just need quarterback.
Yeah.
So,
like I almost want to send it here for this Washington pick. Say maybe like Chase Young and Montez Sweat. Like maybe they never like last year was. I know they were banged up, but it was an off year for him. Chase Young starting this year on the pup. I won't be doing that though, as much as I kind of want to. But oh man, I guess corner's the other position here of concern. You can make a case for linebacker, but like I don't.
Deep. The class is so deep at corner.
It is, but like when like my next corner isn't like that close to.
I'm a lot higher than corners.
On my big board, like next corner is kind of a ways away.
Yeah. Oops.
So what do we do? What do we do to have a successful Cameron Wentz? Carson Wentz. There we go. I knew that didn't feel right coming out of my mouth.
I thought you were about to say Cam Rising. I felt like you were like looking at Cam Rising and then said it, and I was like, no. But ain't no way in hell.
Fun fact. I'm not going to be looking at Cam Rising at all.
He's good.
I'm pretty sure they're set at their tackle spots. If anything, they need help at the guard spots, but there isn't a guard I'm willing to shelve out right now. Shoot, man, maybe
pull the trigger. TBD.
No, I'm not going quarterback.
What?
They're so invested in Carson Wentz, and you're here like having to settle for quarterback 4 or 5 in this class. There's already been 4 off the board.
He's quarterback 3, but that's okay.
Yeah, okay. But I think I'm actually gonna go with. I think this cat's gonna rise up. Eric Gilbert. I'm gonna go with the tight end. Kind of.
Wow.
If he does what we think he can, if he recaptures that freshman year beauty of a season, or at least parts of it, then he's gonna be like the Kyle Pitts in this class at the tight end position. So a little bit of projecting, coming off a year where he missed because of personal reasons, and he's honestly gonna be playing more of a wide receiver role there at Georgia this year. So
yeah. Okay, well, this is gonna suck because my favorite fit for Jackson Smith and Jigba is to the Patriots. Oh, but I really want to send him out.
Slot guys?
No, just I don't know. I just feel like he fits Mac Jones so well. Like I feel like that connection would actually be legit. Like I don't think Jackson Smith and Jigba is as talented as people actually think. I don't think that he's an actually like mid to high first round wide receiver at all. But for the Patriots,
I think he's talented. I think
he's a late first. Yeah, he's talented.
Yeah, I think it's just like athletically. Like, he doesn't hit those like, oh, this guy is like a high, like a top receiver in this class. But you can say the same thing about guys like Cooper Kupp.
We're going Jackson Smith and Jigba. Yeah,
right.
They can't even get it right in free agency. So I think it's fair.
All right, you made this real easy. I'm glad that this happened. Miles Murphy to the Eagles. It's kind of a no-brainer. Derek Barnett, Brandon Graham had a great career, but he's up there in dog years, so let's go ahead and get that edge.
Okay. So for the Cards, I think corner should be a priority here, but again, I'm really high on a lot of corners in this class. How are the guards looking for the Cards? I feel like the position I might want to address.
I feel like that they just moved Josh Jones there at guard. I know that they have Pugh, who's again another guy that I would say is up there in dog years.
Yeah.
Will Hernandez, they're kind of rolling the dice on. They brought in Cody Ford. Looks like Josh Jones will serve as a tackle backup, but I don't mind them actually putting him out there at guard. They tried him there before, but they also drafted Lacecia Smith. He actually made the roster. Wow, hold on.
Lacecia Smith made the roster?
Yeah. That's why Marquise Haynes is on IR. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's fair.
But I mean, those are both guys they got at the back end of the day 3.
So what I am going to do here is I am going to end up going after somebody who I didn't study until more recently. His name's Christian Gonzalez, cornerback out of Oregon. Very good.
I didn't think you were that high on him.
He to me is the best man corner left on the board. Like somebody who could sticky. I feel like he would be the most representative of what you would have wanted from Pat Pete back in the day.
Dude, I do like the sticky icky.
Yeah, no, I'm going Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah, no, I like him a lot. I feel like I wish I was higher on him.
Where's he on your board? I'm looking at it.
He's like, he's in the 30s.
Okay, I have him at 24. It's not like I'm that high on him. Yeah, he's at 36.
Yeah, but yeah, no, watching that Colorado, like his Colorado tape is like, wow, fun.
Yeah, I can see him ascending big time. I have Tyreek Stevenson slightly above him, but I really do think he could take that leap at Oregon.
Yeah, I think he's definitely going to the right type of defensive-minded coach.
Big time.
It's kind of who I wanted the Dolphins, the Hurricanes to get instead of Cristobal, but I get it. Here for the Raiders, this feels like a no-brainer. Has to be offensive line. I'm going with Paris. I almost said Paris Campbell. Paris Johnson.
Okay.
First off, probably the best human being in this class. This guy's got a hell of a character. He's also a sports writer, which I love that about him. He writes there for the Lantern there at Ohio State. But I think he's going to show out at tackle. Honestly, they probably should have had him at left tackle instead of Nicholas Petit-Frere and have Frere there playing guard. Is what it is. If you didn't know, the Raiders, they got an offensive line problem.
Just a little bit. First, we're actually not doing too shabby, if I'm not mistaken, for the Titans.
What?
Ferrer hasn't been doing too shabby for the Titans, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, haven't they? They've been putting him at guard though, right?
No, he was playing tackle.
He's been playing tackle. I know during training camp they had him at guard, so like could be something. Well, yeah, I guess they list him at tackle. So
I think he's gonna actually perform really well. I was pretty high. I was higher than you on Ferrer, right? I had a second on him.
Yeah, he was like a midday 3, I think, or something. Yeah, like I thought he was a tackle project, but you could play him at guard immediately.
Yeah, so he played left and right tackle. He substituted during the preseason. Let up 2 pressures during the preseason as well. But speaking of the Titans, I don't think that offensive line problem is fixed yet. I'm going to go Anton Harrison out of Oklahoma. It's the best player available in my opinion. He's a top 10 to top 15 player. He's been playing left tackle starting for OU since he's been a true freshman, not mistaken. And honestly, this team it needs a little bit more hope than praying that Nicholas Petit-Frere can be a legit starting caliber tackle with someone who also can play at tackle.
No, he's not even listed as a starter. They got Dylan Radunes and
I know.
Taylor Lewan, which Lewan, let's be honest, man, the last past few years have not been kind to Lewan.
Hence why I went Anton Harrison here.
Yeah, so for the Texans, Bryce Young. Okay, I was like, I don't need a quarterback for the Texans.
He was on board. I was like, oh shit, we need to re-record this.
Yeah, all right. So Texans, looking at what I got available here, I think this is where I try to get them some pass rush.
Ooh.
This is a team that honestly, like, I know, is it Grenard or Greenyard?
I know you're talking about Grenard, I think.
Yeah, who he had a good like breakout campaign last year. Now he's going to be like a full-time starter. But on the other side of him, they're kind of hoping like a guy like, I wish I could say his name, from the Rams. Cora Onkro. I don't know. It's probably not that hard to say.
Okoronkwo?
Yeah, who was a very good rotation player. Hoping he emerges. I know that they brought in Jerry Hughes and Mario Addison because those guys feel like they've been together forever throughout their whole career. But those are some old time vets. Let's get some youth in here. So I'm gonna go with who I think is a high floor guy, who could have a high ceiling. I'm gonna go with Isaiah Foskey.
Ooh. Yeah, you know how low I am on Foskey here.
Foskey, yeah. I mean, he's got great length. Could polish his technique, which I think that's going to be something we'll see this year. But he's very good against the run. So, again, high floor, and I think he's got a high ceiling. Just mean, can he hit that?
That's fair. So this pick with the Vikings, it used to be wide receiver because of the fact that, like, it'd be great to have another wide receiver in the room.
Yeah.
Jalen Reagor's there. So no need for Jordan Addison to come in and step up.
Jalen Reagor's there.
Well, it stops me from using a first on a wide receiver. You have 2 first-round wide receivers now on your roster. One of them a big bust. I'm looking at Michael Mayer here as a potential option. I know that the tight end room's a little bit sparse, if not mistaken. So.
I mean, they got Irv Smith. They believe in him.
I don't know if that stops me from upgrading at tight end, to be honest, but I want to look at corner. I think it's a better position to look at. And I'm looking at everybody here, and I just can't stop looking at Garrett Williams. I think this guy is just on another level, super dynamic, and I think he could honestly play safety if you need him to. But I really do think he can just be super locked down for you.
Isn't that weird? Something with like those Syracuse defensive backs that it's like, I think they could probably play anywhere in the secondary.
I love it.
Yeah. All right. I too want to go corner for the Colts. So I kind of hate that she did that, but I think I'm okay with it because, listen, if Gus Bradley makes it out year one, I'm not a big fan of Gus Bradley as a DC. Mm-hmm. But if he makes it out year one, then they need help at corner. They currently have Faison, who's listed as a starter. They don't have Isaiah Rodgers listed as a starter. Got Faison, who it really was a good depth guy for the Raiders last year that really played out of necessity because of injuries. And then again, Gilmore, who's probably not a long-term answer. So I'm gonna go with Cam Smith. I think he's gonna be pretty good in a cover, like a press cover 3. So
okay. Well, for the Eagles, I very well might continue the trend of corners, but I do think that safety could also be a position that I'd want to target. So combining both of those, I'm going to go after Antonio Johnson here. I think he can play boundary. I think he can play single high. I think he can play in two high. I think this guy can play anywhere. He can play in the slot as well. I'm just a huge fan. Big fan of him.
That's the beautiful thing about Antonio Johnson. I feel like could put on a lot of different hats.
Oh yeah.
All right, here for the Bengals. I mean, pass rush is never the wrong answer, right? You know what? Actually, this might be interesting. If I'm not wrong, I think they got some contracts up in the form of Jermaine Pratt, who's a fine player. He's a fine player, but I'm pretty sure his contract's up after this season. I think Logan. Yeah, after this season, I don't know where Logan Wilson is, but I know he's still on his rookie deal, so that might come somewhere down the line. So I'm gonna go with linebacker, and I'm gonna get them a little stink at linebacker. Well, not a little stink, but Trenton Simpson is legit Isaiah Simmons, right? Dude's a wonderful athlete. This guy plays great in space. That's something that they really don't have there in Cincinnati, even with that duo. Those guys are really just they're good run stuffers, and they can minimize what receivers can do once they make the catch. They're not really going to be difference makers in coverage like Simpson, I think, can be. So I'm going to go with that here.
7 minutes, 50 seconds, by the way. So for the Ravens, I think linebacker would not be a horrible position to target. I know wide receivers still in the realm of possibility here. So I'm looking at Quentin Johnston. I'm getting very excited because I think that'd be a great addition. I will just say at the same time, Noah Sewell would be awesome. I think that'd be just phenomenal. And I know a lot of larger wide receivers that could occupy that wide receiver 1 type of role for you guys if you need to pass on it. I don't know how many linebackers could fulfill that type of role. And I'm going to go Noah Sewell here. I just think he's the best by a long shot. Trent Simpson has the highest ceiling, but I think Noah Sewell has the best package overall.
All right. So on to the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, I could think about offensive line. Probably not, though. There's not really, I think, at this point, it's we're starting to look at some of the high-end guards in this class.
Yes.
I kind of don't want to do that. But what I am thinking is maybe getting some good on that interior of the defensive line. So I'm gonna go with Brian Brazzi. Give them, give them a guy that's like the super gritty, will grind out rep to rep.
Hell no.
Yeah.
He gives up mid reps all the time. Get out of here.
I don't know what tape you're watching. You must have been watching after his injury where he did play.
2021. Yeah. 2021.
I'm going to go with a Brazzi.
Okay. Pick number 24, the Seahawks. We ended up passing on a quarterback, but that's okay because the number 3 quarterback in the draft is still on the board, Tyler Van Dyke. You're going to get a potential pro-ready quarterback who has a good arm, good enough mobility, and then he will have multiple years of multiple starts at least under his belt before this year. So I like it.
All right, so I get my Miami Dolphins. Would have been 2 picks if we didn't forfeit one. Golly gee, oh well. What can you do about it? Miami Dolphins. Listen, I talk about Bijan not being the pick here, but him sitting here, it's kind of sexy. But I'm gonna just push that off. I'm gonna be like, you know what? I will resist. I will resist because I could see Bijan doing a lot of stuff, just kicking him out of the slot, being kind of like the Alvin Kamara. But okay, so what other things can the Dolphins do here? We could talk about it seems like they brought in a lot of pass rushers recently.
Yeah.
Cornerback depth would be nice. The cornerbacks I'm looking at here at this pick, Eli Ricks. Do I want to? Probably not.
In the first round.
I mean, I don't love Eli Ricks.
I don't either.
Just don't.
What about a tight end?
Michael Mayer makes. Yeah, I think I did this in my mock draft just a lot earlier. Which I think makes all the sense in the world because he's a guy he's a great blocker. And Michael Mayer, you know what? We're going to do it.
Yeah.
I don't need
it works really well.
Yeah, I don't need a tiptoe around this. Gesicki, will he be brought on long term? Will they get to a contract extension? Who knows? Maybe not. And I really think Michael Mayer's just more what they like. A guy that can block, that can be this consistent chain mover. That's real tough to take down after the catch. So, yeah.
Yeah. I might bite myself in the ass for this, but for the Chargers, I'm going to get a dynamic weapon out of USC and Jordan Addison. I think it just adds a nice 1-2-3 punch.
Yeah, and it's kind of an upgrade over a guy like who's it? Who's their long threat? Yeah. So it's kind of
3 by the way.
Yeah, it's kind of an upgrade. Okay, so we did take the Lions a quarterback, so now I could kind of sit back and do whatever I want with this pick, and I like that. And you know what? Pass rush, right?
No, what?
What do you mean no? What are they?
They just took 2 more.
They took 80. Okay. If we're talking about who was the guy from Kentucky?
They're 3 or 4 deep. They have Josh Pascal. They have
Pascal's this guy you could kick inside as well, though, and I think that might be where he's more utilized at. Dude, if you could get a top tier pass rusher next to Aiden Hutchinson, you're gonna tell me, was it Chris Harris or Charles Harris? That he's not that. Julian Akwara is proven just to be a rotation guy. Romeo Akwara is starting this year on the PUP. When was the last time he was relevant since signing a contract?
Who are you thinking?
Well, I hadn't got that far. You know what? Okay, let's get.
You're getting on my ass. You don't even know who the hell you're getting. Come on, man.
All right, we're going with Andre Carter, dude. If we're gonna grab a guy, and we could at least what's the word that they used to use back in the day? Develop. Oh, that's right. Maybe we could develop this cat once he gets into NFL weight room. His length, his size, how he moves. It's incredible. It's great. I can't find him. Where is he at?
He's there.
Oh, there he is.
In the 80s.
81. Okay. I was like, does he exist?
No. Okay. So now I have the Chiefs, and looking at what's available, honestly, this team actually has a lot of really good players that I really don't feel I need to exactly upgrade. How's the guard stitch looking for them?
The Chiefs,
Yeah.
pretty good. They got Tooney and they got Trey Smith.
Shit, I forgot about that. That's really good.
Not half bad, some would say.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Because I was really trying to find a way for my boy Voorhees to squeeze in here. But
He was my boy first, man.
our boy. But honestly, I might try to invest a little bit more in another weapon for the team, just because if you're not winning the Super Bowl, honestly, probably the way to do it is to continue getting stronger in your receiving room. And I'd honestly rather take Quentin Johnston for this team than let him fall to the Packers or the Buccaneers or the Bills. So I'm going to go Quentin Johnston out of a defensive play.
Yeah, he was definitely my pick for the Packers.
Yeah, I know he was. I was like, dude, I don't want face.
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Romeo Dubs and or Dubes, however the hell you say it.
Whatever.
Christian Watson end up being the guys there. Suck, dude. What am I supposed to do now?
Oh my god.
All right.
I still have my number 5 player in the entire draft. Number 5, number 8, number 13, 14. Like
I mean that's just the draft though. Good players fall.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'm trying to regroup and figure out what I'm gonna do with this pick.
While you do that, Marcus May apparently, like, there's apparently a motor vehicle incident where he's being charged for like aggravated assault with a weapon.
Marcus May.
Yeah.
Why is that name not ringing a bell?
Marcus May, Saints safety, formerly the Jets. He was arrested this morning for aggravated assault with a firearm, per source.
You mean current safety?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you they wish they have Chauncey Gardner-Johnson now.
Yeah, I'm like, like that Saints record prediction is going to be coming in pretty clutch after this.
Dude, that sucks. That's rough.
Did the Ravens mascot actually hurt his knee? No way. That's hilarious. Okay, what are you picking? I was like, I just saw some Twitter updates. I was like, I had to check.
I mean,
had to check.
You snagged who I wanted to go receiver. I wanted to go with someone who I think has like that Devontae Adams skill set.
Well, my number 1 wide receiver has that.
Stop.
Number 2.
You tell such good jokes.
He's so good.
You know what? I'm thinking. I don't know if I like this. I don't dislike it. I know that they restructured Preston Smith's contract.
Ooh.
But oh man. But I don't know if this cat could be a stand-up rusher. He's really just been.
You're gonna go Will McDonald?
No. Though I'm gonna.
He's a beast. That guy's a beast.
He does got a lot of versatility too.
He's good. I was thinking you're talking about ZTF for a second.
No, I was thinking Felix.
Anu DK.
Yeah, but he's mainly just been like along that like kind of like a 5 tech or maybe slightly outside. Yeah. That's prom. So like actually I like what you're pitching here. I'm gonna go with
ZTF.
No, I'm going with Will McDonald.
Oh, okay.
Had a farm, EIEIO.
Yeah. Okay. So for the Buccaneers.
On a side note, I just want to say this about Will McDonald. Like, I really think, because, he's going to be one of those up there in age pass rushers or prospects in general. But we could have said the same thing about Boye Mafe, Arnold Ebiketie. Those were guys that were like 23, 24 years old to start their rookie season.
Yep.
They both went at the top end of the second round. We're kind of in that late first round area, so like if I want to just go ahead and jump on a guy, then I'm gonna jump.
That's fair. So at pick 30 with the Buccaneers, if Brady made the Super Bowl and lost, honestly, he's calling it career. So I want to go Bijan Robinson here desperately, but the real thing is you don't have a quarterback. Does that mean they go after one in free agency?
Dude, he's gonna play forever. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he you can tell that he's excited to retire. I'm gonna go Tanner McKee.
I don't think he's excited to retire.
I feel like he's kind of done with the BS. But regardless, I still think a succession plan is pretty solid to have in place. Tanner McKee could learn a thing or two from the GOAT.
The GOAT. Listen, I know this team took the Bills, they took James Cook last year.
You can't miss on this.
Yeah. Like honestly, but their guard situation's kind of like woof.
It is a little sus.
And I mean, honestly, Bijan Robinson really opens up a lot for him. Because, like, Devin Singletary, he's like, literally, I know they like him, but My boy Zach Moss just hasn't put it together.
Well, I'll say this. This running back class is really deep.
It's not Bijan deep, though.
No.
There ain't no one touching Bijan.
It's not deep at guard at all.
They got areas. I feel like if the Bills, they could probably address that in a second.
Okay.
And plus, I mean, also, you could use Bijan for like a what they do with what's the name? Is it Isaiah McKenzie? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could use him kind of like that, a player that they just want to get out in space and just like go have at it. Like,
okay.
I don't.
So it's gonna be Bijan.
Yeah, just send it. I can't see Bijan not making it out of the first round.
It doesn't seem to be very likely. Pick number 32 for the Texans. What have we gotten for you guys so far? Bryce Young and Isaiah Foskey. So I think that going after a weapon wouldn't be a bad idea, but I also think that getting another guard wouldn't be a bad idea either. Continuing to invest in the offensive line is probably the best thing you can do for your franchise. And Andrew Voorhees will probably have tackle guard versatility. And same thing with Kenyon Green, my bad. Kendrick Green's complete cheeks. But we're going to go Andrew Voorhees here. I just think that it's best player available, especially since I don't think guard class is that good.
Yeah. So for Atlanta, I took Jalen Carter.
Mm-hmm.
This team needs receivers.
Did you take Jalen Carter? No, I took Will Anderson. My bad.
Oh, you took Will Anderson. I took Jalen Carter for the Bears. Still Bears.
Jinx.
Yeah. All right. So this team, they took pass rush. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could go on the defensive interior, like
I
Grady Jarrett, like matching someone next to him, or even if they want to get out of that contract and try to just make cap space. That's a potential. There's nothing wrong with addressing the secondary. I really like outside of Drake. You know what? I like this idea better. I'm gonna go with Jermaine Burton. I'm gonna get Drake London's like a nice, literally like polar opposite. Drake London, big, physical, monster hands, contested catch guy. Jermaine Burton, I go fast. Like I go real fast. So I'm gonna go with that.
I like it. I'm looking at the Bears right now, and
the Bears.
I still think edge rusher could be a position to go after, but you have to start investing in Justin Fields. You have to.
Please.
Like you have to. Riley Reif, I don't think will be there forever, and man, this tackle class is not that good. I'm going to reference my offensive tackles to see if anybody else is still available that's worth it. There's one. And he might have a similar story to what's going on the interior of your line right now with Tevin Jenkins. He might be a little too big or too injury prone, potentially, if he's going up against fast edge rushers. It's Darnell Wright out of Tennessee. He's 335 pounds. You need offensive tackle help desperately. You could fix that in free agency, but I think Darnell Wright is worth a second round pick. So I think it's worth taking a shot on him.
Okay. I like what you're putting down.
He's my newest study, man.
Yeah, Detroit Lions. I think you're going to like what I'm doing here. Because this is a total Dan Campbell guy, I think. Listen, their linebacker core, it's kind of piss poor. They got a guy like Malcolm Rodriguez, who I think they're really excited about. But he's more he's not really a middle linebacker.
Correct.
I'm gonna grab me Jack Campbell. Straight up related to Dan Campbell. He's not, but dude, Jack, are you kidding? Jack Campbell, it would be a good piece there in the middle.
He's like worse Josie Jewell, which I mean, I guess that's like cherry picking because they're from the same school.
I like Josie Jewell.
I like Josie Jewell as well, but just like kind of unathletic, good enough linebacker. Not exactly my thing.
I don't think Jack Campbell's unathletic. I don't think he's like, if we're talking about like high-end athlete, I don't think we're talking about like, yeah, there's guys like Henry To'oTo'o and Justin Jacobs who I have higher on my list.
Yeah. But
I think Campbell's a lot more well-rounded, solid. He's today's NFL linebacker if you don't want to shelve out like, oh, okay, we don't really necessarily want the coverage prowess type of guy. Let's just get a good run stuffer and a guy that'll just make tackles. That's Campbell.
Well, I know we talked about potentially getting an edge rusher earlier. I'm going to do it now because they don't have to go very far to find somebody who's worth a first-round pick, who also has a lot of development that he can do while allowing someone like Boye Mafe to continue to flourish. His name is Zion Tupuola-Fatui. Guy's an absolute beast as an edge rusher. So I think that he can take what Uchenna Nwosu is doing and just continue running with it.
All right, we're at the Jets. You took
I took
Skoronski.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. All
right. So I guess this is another team that honestly could go linebacker.
I was thinking that.
But and you know what? Who would actually be a Fred Warner, like stylistic wise, would be Justin Jacobs.
Ooh, that'd be fun. I like Justin Jacobs.
See, I'm gonna say that people are gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, you just did a comp." No, I said stylistically, they're very similar. Gosh,
Justin's a beast. I like Justin Jacobs a lot.
Dude, this team sucks at linebacker, man.
Yeah, it does. Well, okay, they have veterans. Might be like not in their prime.
Okay. No. You want to say that? Let's go take a look. Let's take a gander. Oh, CJ Mosley. He's been all of good back when he was with the Ravens. Quincy Williams is like meh. They brought in Quan Alexander, who really hasn't been good since his days in Tampa or San Fran. I don't know, somewhere where it was red and gold. Yeah. And then Jermaine Sherwood, who's a safety convert. So yeah, no, they're fine.
I would still go after it.
Yes, I would too.
Who are you going with?
Justin Jacobs. I took him. You're the Jags.
I like him. Okay. So for the Jaguars, I still think getting a corner wouldn't be impossible right now because of how it's just BPA. Man, like looking at it, did we go wide receiver? We did. We went Butte, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Because you know me, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a Butte guy.
Kayshawn's my number one as well, so I do like him a lot. I might go a tight end here. Did they just pick up a tight end? I'm tripping.
If they brought in the former Giants tight end.
Right.
Evan Ingram.
Yeah, Evan Ingram. So I like that. I do think that interior offensive line would not be a bad move because I do believe that like just continuing to develop offensive line talent's never a bad idea. They did bring in Brandon Scherf in the offseason. Who's the other guard? I'm tripping up right now.
They used to have Norwell. He's gone.
Yeah, Norwell's... Isn't Norwell actually in Washington?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, funny. Like, he swapped with Scherf.
Yeah, yeah, dude, honestly, I didn't even think about that.
I didn't think about it either. I was like, oh, shit.
I know what's his name? Brandon Linder. He retired. Linder, right?
Yeah.
And, okay, so... honestly, it should be Ben Bartch starting. They list here Tyler Shantley.
We're going guard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, he was a good reserve at center.
Yeah. I think that he's
how he works at guard, but.
So I know how this guy's going to work at guard. He's going to be a mean mother trucker, just completely plowing dudes down. His name's Osiris Torrance, formerly of Louisiana, now going to Florida. He's going to get a lot of good reps against SEC level competition, but also he's just a really aggressive blocker, great in the run game and developing in the pass game.
Yeah, you know what? When I think about getting a good guard, I always look for someone that's good at plowing dudes. All right, Panthers, they got their quarterback of the future in pause, in Anthony Richardson, AR-15. Honestly, that's one of my favorite nicknames. That's like so dope.
He's sick, yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with pass rush now for the Panthers. They got a lot from Hassan Haskins, and a lot of people are pumping up Nolan Smith. Listen, I get it. The dude's got the... Don't look at me like that. The dude's got the length. He's got the twitch. He's got the athleticism. Does he need to put on more weight? I would really like it if he got to that like 240 or 245 area. Then we could be talking about a Yannick Ngakoue situation. But there's no denying it. Like, the dude's got the pedigree. Former 5-star. So if he puts it all together, I think he could end up in this like... early to mid second round, maybe like late to mid first round area. Do I have faith that'll happen? Not a ton, but send it.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of other people think so, so it's like I have been wrong about things.
It's true.
I always point out Jamie Newman and Tamarian Terry, and to be fair, it's just because Tamarian Terry was a killer.
Yeah. In more than one way.
Just didn't know about it.
Yeah. Do you think that Nolan Smith is better than Azeez Ojulari?
You mean do you mean legit Azeez or his brother BJ?
No, like Azeez.
Listen, if he has a year similar to Azeez, I have no problem putting like Smith up there at like 2021.
Okay.
In terms of like athletically, yeah, I think they're on par. It's just the production needs to catch up.
Okay.
That was the thing. Like, the win rate was insane for Ojulari.
All right, that's fair.
And honestly, I tossed and turned between BJ as well here, but I'm gonna go ahead and ride everyone else's hype. So.
Okay, for this pick, I'm going to go to a personal favorite of mine. He's my number 5 player of the entire draft. His name's Jalen Jones. I think corner could definitely be a position for New York to target. And I think that he brings it, man. I'm telling you. I think that he's going to surprise a lot of people. I know that you're happy. You think he's good. Not great. Good.
But I don't love him like you do, but I do like him.
Yeah. I think he might be legendary at corner. Not Sauce Gardner legendary in my opinion, but he's just even more well-balanced, and he has great size.
Okay. You're a Steelers fan, and I'm picking for the Steelers.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to judge this.
Let me ask. Would you rather replace Terrell Edmonds, who had a fine year last year, or would you rather go with the corner position?
Corner, 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Maybe 11 out of 10.
So these are the two guys I'm thinking of at corner.
Okay.
Of course, there's Eli Ricks, who's should probably go a bit higher, but I think he should go to a more man-oriented team.
Really?
I honestly think he's a guy that's like, you want him to put hands on guys early, and I think he could stick with guys through that as long as he's able to lay hands. The guy I was thinking of was Joey Porter, who has actually more experience in coverage similar to what the Steelers run.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, I'm going Joey Porter.
That would have been my pick. Joey Porter also was in my top 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's number 8 on my board.
Yeah, there's just some things that he, for me, needs to work on this year that he could easily improve. And I don't think he's as good as a technician in terms of hands as Eli Ricks is, but again, something that can improve. Just I want to see a little more. What do they say? Discreetness when it comes to how his hand usage.
That's fair. We're sticking to the cornerback train. We're going Eli Ricks here for the Washington Commanders. I think that's a position that they definitely need to upgrade at, and he's a player who's worth it.
Corners just decide to fly off the board.
It's a good class, man. I don't think these corners are all going to be coming out. Yeah. Honestly.
All right. I'm sitting here with the New England Patriots. I'm a Dolphins fan. I can do that. I won't screw him, I promise. though I would like to. I mean, if I'm gonna channel my inner Bill Belichick, I'll probably pick someone that's like far, far, far down my board. But
you've done that a couple of times so far.
Oh yeah, okay, but they're guys either that warrant the hype, that have some hype to them. Like I've gone out of my comfort zone when it comes to like staying strict to my board because it's so early in the season. Let's experiment, right?
Okay.
But I don't think I'm gonna do that for the Patriots. I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on two guys here.
Okay, tell me.
All right, so I'm thinking Sika Ika, because I think they could definitely improve at the nose tackle position. Get someone next to Christian Barmore, that would be fierce. They have currently their Lawrence Guy, which of course they could upgrade from, and Devin Gacho. I don't think they've given him an extension whatsoever yet, though he's been solid for him. And if anything, he's a solid rotation guy. I'm also thinking tackle, but really like we've kind of like pulled tackle like quite a bit already. So I'd be looking at a guy like Blake Freeland or Zion or Zion Nelson. So I guess I'm gonna go with Ika.
Okay, Siaki.
Is it Siaki?
Yeah, Siaki. Siaki.
Yeah,
Ika.
I haven't wrote the pronunciation for him in here yet. I like to do that because you know me and names.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So given the predicament the Saints are now in, you tell me, where are they gonna go?
God,
because there's a stud. There's a stud there at a position of need for the Saints.
Dude, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, shoot.
Well,
okay, let me try to branch out this option for you. Let me think.
Are you talking about Brandon Joseph? Oh, wait, hold on. No, slot corner is still potentially a need as well as a safety. And where's Brian Branch?
There we go. I try to be very, forward with it.
No, I forgot about Brian Branch on the board. I looked at my board and I was like, oh shit, there's Brian Branch. Yeah, no, that guy's a stud. Obviously, he's going to be way better than even Chauncey.
You did pick him, correct?
I did, yeah.
Okay, because I went ahead and sent it.
Yeah, no, he's a beast. That makes me pretty comfortable.
All right, you grabbed Christian Gonzalez, so I don't have to go corner here. Yeah. If I am the Cards, I'm sitting here, I'm looking. I mean, obviously the guard position. You know what? The guard position, that I think that might be it. Send it. I'm gonna go with a cat that has high upside. He needs to get the pass protection to his game put together. But Layton Robinson at Texas A&M is a cat with huge upside. He plays in a way that the NFL loves. I really expect him to be a first rounder when we come back to this at the end of the year. So
I could see it. Okay, Dolphins. God. I might just take BJ Ojulari out of my pure love for just adding more edge rushers, especially ones that could use development. What do you think about that?
Okay, I kind of heard bits and pieces of that. Sorry, I had a text about my fantasy football league that's going down tonight.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
I get it grabbing more. Like I don't mind them. Like honestly, they're so thin at corner.
Yeah.
But it's not like we're like it's not like. I mean, there's some guys at corner there. There's some guys. I'll say that some guys. I feel like interior could always be an option. And honestly, I think when the Dolphins address an offensive line, it's never the wrong option.
It's fair.
So I'll just throw that out there. I know like when looking at our board, it's like it doesn't like always coincide with what particularly the team needs. So yeah, I'll leave that up to you.
Honestly,
what did I do for the Dolphins?
Yeah, what did you do for the Dolphins? I'm tripping. Michael Mayer. That's a good option.
Oh yeah, that's a good
option.
I like that. That's a good pick.
That. I think the focus should be surrounding Tua with more weapons. So I'm gonna actually go Devon Achane out of Texas A&M. I think that he'll be just a freak in that offensive scheme. And Mostert, I don't think is gonna be the long-term answer.
They've got Chase Edmonds.
I don't think that's a long-term answer either.
Yeah, but okay. I will just say this. where Mike McDaniel succeeds with running backs, it's always either UDFAs, journeymen, or late round options like Elijah Mitchell.
Listen, this guy is going to be special.
He's fast.
4.24.
And that's all I got to say about him. All right, we're back with the team formerly known as the Oakland Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders. Cornerback, honestly, for me, would be ideal. What we're looking at corner, like the corners have literally flown off the board.
There's still one that I have.
Oh, there's Clark Phillips. I don't know if he's necessarily a good scheme fit. Chris Abrams, there's going to be questions about size and if he's a slot guy. So I really don't think the play is at corner, unfortunately. So other areas, I mean, they could go with the defensive interior. They could go a linebacker. More offensive line is never the wrong answer. And I'm not gonna lie, dude. More offensive line might be the option. I'm just gonna go take a quick gander at.
Quick gander.
Yeah, quick gander. Because I really think Dylan Parham's gonna end up being a starter. Dude, they're terrible at guards.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and take Cooper Beebe.
Well, that's good because I wouldn't have taken him ever.
I like Cooper Beebe.
I hate Cooper. Where is he? Is he in the tackle? There he is. He's in the tackles.
Yeah. Well, because he's been playing left tackle for K-State.
Cheeks.
Cheeks.
Okay, so for the Titans, I think another weapon might be a pretty fun get for the team. I'm having a hard time not getting a third edge rusher with BJ Ojulari. He'd be so nasty. I don't know. What should I do with this one? I'm down to BJO as well as well, I know that you don't like him, but I was looking at my number one wide receiver. Where the hell is he on this? Of course, he's probably like gonna be like the 800s. Xavier Hutchinson.
I don't know. I feel like Xavier Hutchinson, what he brings is a bit similar to Burks.
Oh, I think he's a little more dynamic, but I'm gonna go with BJ Ojulari. You got to start playing both sides of the ball, and the guy has way too much potential to pass on. So continue adding to that core. Maybe he'll end up being a true number one edge rusher.
All right, so for the Browns. I think receiver is necessary. They swung and missed with a vertical threat in Anthony Schwartz. What did they bring in? I know they got Donovan Peoples-Jones, but he's not exactly. I want a guy that can fly.
He's like a good wide receiver 4.
Yeah, they don't really have a guy that can fly. So I'm gonna go with Rakim Jarrett because we know that dude could fly. I think he's gonna have a really good year here at Maryland.
I like it.
I don't know if they're gonna really use him, like broaden what he does there. Because that's kind of like my nitpick with him is like they scheme a lot of stuff for him.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think that the Vikings could very well go after tight end again. And my number one tight end in the draft, Sam Laporta, still on the board. I think that's a very big potential option for me. I'm like trying to figure out other spots where I'd want to go after because I've already gone corner. Could always go again, but not going to do that for them. Defensively, man, I still have one of my number one corners on the board.
Send it.
I'm not going to do a back-to-back corner pick. That'd be crazy.
Wait,
kind of worth it.
Who did they get in the first round?
They got Garrett Williams.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Beast. I'm going to go Sam Laporta. I think that that's a solid option. Even if people think he's a tight end too, he can block really well. He's an asset in the run game. And I think he's very dynamic as a receiver. So regardless of Irv Smith's talent, I think it would be a really good addition to the offense.
All right, I like it. We're back here with the Indianapolis Colts. I went Cam Smith. I actually really liked that pick.
Yeah.
Now looking at the roster, like, man, dude, like like, honestly, this is a team that doesn't need a ton.
Would you go tackle? I would say that left tackle.
Like, you could think about tackle, but I don't know. I'm not too in love with the options here at tackle. I know they brought in Yannick. That's kind of fine. I don't have much to gripe about that. Oh, geez, my screen just like went out.
What? Did it go glitch mode?
Yeah, but it's fine. I'm recording this one on Zoom, so it should be okay. Man. I'm not gonna do that either. Wow, this is kind of tough.
Well, I mean, I think the team is absolutely stacked.
Yeah. You know, and Yannick might not be a long-term answer either. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna grab Felix.
And DK Uzama.
DK Uzama, yeah, because I got him pretty high up my board.
Yeah, you do. Like, way too high, but it's okay. It'll come down in time, right?
Yeah.
Or he'll jump up mine. You could probably be right, to be honest. A lot of people like him. Number 52 with the Philadelphia Eagles. We already got a monster at safety / corner in Antonio Johnson, who I'm just absolutely a huge fan of. I'm going to go the running back route. I don't think Jahmyr Gibbs is the right option for this team, but I think Sean Tucker would be an absolute baller as a Philadelphia Eagle. He's a 3-down back who can just totally truck through anyone. That's a big dub in my opinion.
All right. Who did you go? I'm sorry.
Sean Tucker.
Oh, golly. I freaking love Sean Tucker.
I know you do.
That's my dude.
He's a beast.
He is a beast. Bengals. This is a tough one. Sorry, I was trying to like think of what I was going to do with the Bengals. They love their interior guys, but like...
Dude, Gervon Dexter's still on the board, and that just irritates.
That's a big man. That's a big boy too. And honestly, like they like last year, what, like 3 of their defensive interior players had like 500 plus snaps.
Ooh, yeah.
So I don't think you're wrong. We're gonna go with Dexter.
Thank God. He needs to come off the board. For the Ravens, I got them a linebacker round 1, didn't I?
Noah Sewell.
Yep. So for this round, because I saw Henry To'oTo'o still on the board, I was like, if we hadn't taken one already, that would be my pick. I think getting corner depth / a potential starter is not a bad idea for this team. Again, people are going to scream wide receiver. Xavier Hutchinson is still on my board, and I would put him in the first round. I still give him, what did I give him? I think I gave him like a late first still. Like, I'm just not a fan of the wide receiver class. I gave him an early second. I only have 1 receiver with an actual first grade. So there you go. Surprise, surprise. So I don't even think that he's legitimately that good compared to where we are in the board. So for me, when I'm looking at this, I think I'm going to go with a guy who I think deserves a first round pick. His body composition is ridiculous. Like, you just look at the height to weight ratio. He's 6 foot, 212 pounds, and can probably run a high 4.4. His name's Tyreek Stevenson out of Miami, and he's just going to be an absolute lockdown press corner.
Dude, I freaking love Stevenson.
He's a monster, dude. First round grade on him, too.
Finally, reason for like me to be high on the Hurricanes, man.
I know, right?
All right, Dallas Cowboys. I went with defensive interior last time. They bring in Sam Williams, but honestly, they could probably still go edge. Like, linebacker's not out of the cards either. Neither is corner. Though I don't think any of the corners left on the board really fit the skill set they want. Offensive line would be fun, but that's another situation where I'm like, I don't know if the guys left on the board fit. Let's see. Ugh. This is tough.
It is quite tough. Like, for me, when I look at it, I would say I would definitely go the offensive line route. And I would look, honestly, on the interior at someone like Cedric Van Pran, who needs time to develop. Because, honestly, the offensive line is not ready as it is. So getting somebody who's higher ceiling, who could play a guard spot will probably be the guy who can move there when you send Tyler Smith out to long-term tackle.
Yeah, there is that, isn't there? Man.
Me trying to let you look. Isn't Anthony Brown up for a contract? So slot corner could be available with Clark Phillips.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Anthony Brown's playing outside a little bit.
He is? I'm tripping. Who's playing in the slot?
It's probably gonna be Jordan Lewis. That's who was their big slot guy last year.
Right.
So you know what? Let's send it with Chris Abrams trained.
Ooh, I love Chris Abrams train.
Yeah, and
He's number 32 on my board.
It's wild. That guy's a former receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So they love their guys with ball skills.
Oh yeah.
So
for the Seahawks, we got ZTF for them, Tyler Van Dyke, as well as Keely Ringo. It's a pretty good lineup. I like that, actually. I wish Osiris Torrance were still on the board because I would so do that. It just feels like a perfect fit for the Seahawks. Just a mean, aggressive run blocker. I still might go after Cedric Van Pran here. Who's the center again?
For Seahawks?
Yeah.
They brought in some journeyman.
That confirms my decision. I'm going to go Cedric Van Pran. He has potential to be an actual starter.
Austin Blythe.
Yeah, Austin Blythe's not going to stop me from taking SVP. So I think he can take a big step up this year too.
All right, San Francisco 49ers. They're going to be dealing with Jimmy Ward being busted up. I don't love necessarily what they got going on the offensive line, though they're dealing with injuries, which is pretty unfortunate, but
yeah.
Like Jack Brendel, they could obviously upgrade center, which I'm surprised that they didn't hold on to. Donovan West, though, I wonder if it doesn't look like he made the practice squad, but they kept Jason Ho, who I kind of like.
R.I.P. Donovan West.
Yeah, right. Yeah, honestly, they could be better at the center position. Safety position, with Jimmy Ward out. And Jimmy Ward, he's very flexible, a guy that can play in the box, in the slot. I'm going to go with Brandon Joseph, get them center fielder, a guy that we used to love, and hopefully he comes out and has a banger year for the Fighting Irish.
Fingers crossed. He was so good. Such a good player. For the Chargers, I'm going to go after a linebacker here, a weak position that they have that hopefully gets a little stronger. And this guy should have been drafted earlier, Henry To'oTo'o. Also from the other LA team.
All right. Oh, right. This will be, we'll make, since we got a minute left.
Oh, yeah. You can see the time too.
Yeah, I can. I'll make this the last pick. I don't know what I'm really doing with this this Rams pick though. Pass rush. I was thinking pass rush.
What you want, Verse?
Oh, dude, Verse had a good game against Duquesne. Thank you. I didn't want to mispronounce it too much. And honestly, I think he comes out and he ends up being like not necessarily Jermaine Johnson, who actually had a pedigree to him.
Yeah.
But you know what? I like Jared Verse. Let's go with Jared Verse.
Let's do it. All right. So for the Chiefs, what did I get them in the first round? Yeah, I screwed you over with Quentin Johnston. I think they continue to hammer that offense with just more and more firepower. We're going to go Jahmyr Gibbs.
I thought you were going to say continue to screw me over.
Possibly that too. I don't think you're going after Jahmyr Gibbs, but that's exactly where we're going. He's going to be in that 4.2 speed range. He's going to be a dynamic receiver. I think he's an absolute stud and deserves to be in the top 2.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now it's my pick with the Packers. What to do with the Packers? What to do? Honestly, I like grabbing more offensive line. I think would be ideal if you're the Packers.
Yeah.
Especially with just some of the injuries you've had, mainly David Bakhtiari.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I nailed that.
You did.
Perfect then. And looking at their roster, like, yeah, they got some young guys. Really, Rasheed Walker's just a developmental guy, and you're hoping works out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead with another tackle. This time I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the U, baby. Zion Nelson, dude.
Ooh.
Send it.
Let's go. Okay, so for the Buccaneers, tight end I think is starting to become a little bit of a lost art for the team. They used to have like 50,000 tight ends. I don't really think they exactly have that as a major strength anymore. And regardless, I think this guy's going to take a little bit of time to develop. His name's Josh Wiley out of Cincinnati. The guy is super dynamic. I think he provides so much upside. And I really do think he's just going to surprise people with his testing and with his play.
Surprised me.
Yeah, with your number 200 spot or something. 197.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
Yes, I got on you for that one. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm looking this shit. Yeah, 197. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Hey, you know how you talked all that good stuff about like the guard position not being so great? Later on, you're not wrong.
I know.
Oh man, I'm looking at it now like, what have I done, dude?
Dude, every single guard that I've graded as like worth being put in a mock draft is essentially gone.
Yeah, like so much so I'm like kind of looking at the center position, like which of these guys can be guards. Now I'm going back to tackle. You know, I just feel like I'm not gonna touch that position then for the the Bills right now.
Yeah.
I went with Bijan because freaking Bijan's a monster. This is a team, quite frankly, though they're getting old at the safety spot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm between two guys here. Actually, I'm kind of between three guys. One guy I think is going to be a stud. He's going to show out this year. One guy,
Is that Jail Skinner?
No, it's Moton.
Oh, okay.
One guy injury plagued, which it's Catalan. And the other is Jordan Battle, who I just think is a very nifty safety, but I don't know if he's exactly what they want. I'm gonna send it with a guy that I'm high on. I'm gonna go with RJ Moton.
Love it. Yes, that guy's a beast. Picking 64 for the Texans, we got Andrew Voorhees with our last pick. So right now it's Voorhees, Foskey, and Bryce Young. So we addressed offensive and defensive lines respectively. I still think you could try to address the defensive tackle position. You did end up trading away like Ross Blacklock, but I think, didn't they pick up Armon Watts, or was that the Bears?
Bears.
Bears got Armon Watts. Therefore, I'm going to reinvigorate this defensive tackle core with Tyler Davis out of Clemson. I think he has a lot of just complete juice to him, and I think he's better than any other Clemson defensive tackle on his team.
That's nice. I'm gonna stick with where you went in terms of the position, because this guy's just fallen too far. And you know what? Going back to like on the interior, Grady Jarrett, you know, you don't know what the future holds for him, or at the very least, you want someone that can play next to him. I'm gonna go with Jaquelin Roy out of LSU.
Ooh, I like him.
Yeah, it's just wild, man. It's just wild players falling.
See, I don't have him that high because I want to see it a little bit more this year, but I totally agree. He should probably be like in the second to first round range. Bears, what have we done for the Bears so far?
We took Jalen Carter, and then I believe
Darnold, right? Yeah, so we've invested the offensive and defensive line. Edge rusher still is a position that I want to address. I think Derek Hall would be a monster as a Bear. I just totally see him just kicking ass in a Bears uni. I love it.
There we go. There goes Mr. Derek Hall.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with the Detroit Football Lions. Oh man, we get to that point where decisions become difficult in the draft. Again, this is an area I would love to address corner, and I think I will just in case.
Yeah.
Golly, here, let me just move over to my corner rankings instead of just looking at my big board. I think who I'm gonna roll with here is this guy had 3 interceptions last year, and if you didn't know, they were all for touchdowns. I'm gonna go with Emmanuel Forbes.
Mr. 180. He's a thin dude.
Yeah, he definitely needs to put on weight, but
yeah, he's a skinny.
Definitely a good player.
I'm going BPA for the Seahawks. I don't care. We're going Clark Phillips. He can play in the slot, play on the boundary. It's just, at this point, he can't fall any further. It's too good.
Yeah. That's the thing. You start looking and it's like, man, I got these guys so high. Like, I can't let it fall this way.
I know.
I gotta do something.
Where is he on my board? He is number 25. He's one spot below Christian Gonzalez, who I drafted in the first.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
All right, so I'm here with your New York Jets, not yours, but
yeah, I'm like, what?
If you're watching, then it's your New York Jets. Maybe you're a fan. Go. This is tough. Because I kind of want to maybe like just double up at tackle. Part of me wants to do that. I'm trying to think what they have going at safety right now.
Okay.
So like looking here, because I know that I don't know why they cut my boy Pinnock. I thought he was at least a very good special teamer and a very good reserve. They're gonna be running with LaMarcus Joyner, who's probably not long for like the roster. After this year, he's just a good vet. Jordan Whitehead, he's more of a box. You know what? Let's send it. Let's take Jordan Battle with this pick.
Okay. Just rocking it. I mean, he's just gonna hit. He's a solid safety.
Yeah, he's just a good player.
Okay, Jaguars. I was thinking about potentially just firing it on Justin Flo right here, but he hasn't played many reps, has he?
He's played one game.
Yeah, like
he hasn't played many reps. He's played one game.
Yeah, oh man. Shit. Okay, so for the Jags, so far we got Osiris Torrance as well as Kayshawn the Booty Cheeks himself. I think are there any more DBs that are actually good?
Yeah, there's a good amount, dude. Especially here in the third, you could start projecting guys.
Yeah. I would say that's a range that I might want to look. I might want to get edge depth right now because there are some dudes. Honestly, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Darrell Ashami here out of Maryland is he's 260 at 6'4", and he flies. Like, he's 4'5". So you guys hit on somebody who has a similar body composition and testing profile. I think Darrell Ashami could just absolutely be an amazing complement on that defensive front. Huge fan.
Yeah, New England Patriots haven't got a tackle. We got JSN and we got Ika, right?
Yeah, Siaki
Ika. So now I'm gonna address the tackle. I'm gonna take Blake Freeland. He's kind of my Abraham Lucas in this class.
Yeah, he's good.
It's a good thing.
He's good. The Giants are here on the board. Ooh, so I would honestly be looking at a tight end as well. And I think someone who would work really well with Brian Dable is Jaheim Bell. He's like a H-back type. I think he can work in that Dawson Knox type role and just absolutely kick ass. So big fan of that potential.
All right.
Back to my Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers. And we went Porter, and you went in the first round with Broderick.
Yes, Broderick Jones. Have we gotten 2 offensive linemen? Oh, wait, no. Corner and offensive line.
Yeah.
Love it. What they need.
Here, I just want to take a quick look at this team's roster.
So this is going to be the next amazing wide receiver the Steelers draft.
Yeah, honestly,
Xavier Hutchinson.
Every time, somewhere day 3.
I'm telling you.
Golly, I really wish I could get them another linebacker.
Yeah.
But there's really nobody I love in this class at this pick.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so that's probably not the call. Looking if there's honestly, I know they got DeMarvin Leal, but taking another shot at I'm thinking maybe Toy Peloto to be kind of that 3-4 end. You know what?
I'll just say this before you continue. Multiple corners are up for a contract this year, and I don't know if the Steelers want to pay them all.
Yeah, more double dipping. I was going back to the safety class and taking a gander. And
yeah, you could do that too.
Yeah, but Catalan's just too Mika Fitzpatrick. Honestly, if Battle was still here, that would have been nice. So maybe JL Skinner's the guy.
I think that'd be nice. He'd be a beast.
Yeah. Honestly, might be the best pure box safety in this class. All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. Love it. The Steelers are getting a good draft right now. The Colts. So before for the Colts, we've gotten Felix Anudike-Uzomah as well as Cam Smith. So this is my first turn with y'all. I still think offensive line is something we should be looking to address. And I want to go after someone who's probably he's not super high ceiling, but he's just very high floor. His name's Robert Scott Jr. Very, very good tackle out of Florida State. You were about to take him the next pick, weren't you?
I was.
Dude, but hold up. I don't think Robert Scott's athletic enough to fit with the McDaniel defense.
I think he is.
But that is so much more of where's he at? I'm trying to find the other tackle. Where is he? The Maryland guy?
Oh, you're talking about Duncan?
Am I talking about Jalen Duncan? I'm totally tripping. Where's the other the Missouri tackle?
Oh, Foster?
Yeah.
Well, I actually have an audible here anyway for the Dolphins.
Yeah, Javon.
And I'm gonna go with the other Georgia tackle.
Ooh.
Warren McClellan. He doesn't do anything spectacular. He's just good. Just good. He doesn't have that fierce bury you in the run game, but he's a very good pass protector. He knows how to use his length. He's just good.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't really see him ever becoming a day a first round guy, but definitely I could see him in day 2.
Okay. For this pick for the Saints, I think getting another weapon would be a good idea. Darnell Washington, if I'm not mistaken, is 6'7", 265, and he can also play wide receiver. So I think just getting a super dynamic threat would be honestly really fun. So I'm gonna rock that.
All right.
Send it.
Who are you getting?
Darnell Washington from Georgia. He's fun.
My gosh, he's huge.
Yeah, 265 at 6'7" and can play wide receiver. You gotta take a shot on that.
Dude, honestly, if he slaps on a ton of weight, probably could be a tackle.
Oh my. Get out of here.
You think I'm joking, but I'm not.
He could actually be a full-time tight end if he was 285.
I'm not even messing around. I really think he could probably play tackle.
Oh my God.
All right, so we got for the Cardinals, I grabbed Layton Robinson and then Christian Gonzalez. That's pretty solid. So here, okay, I know they added a bevy of pass rushers, but how much does it hurt to really go pass rush? Maybe you know what? This is a guy that majority of the draft community is high on. I'm going to go with Tyree Wilson because he could also work in as the a 3-4 end. I actually think that's probably the best spot for him.
Okay. So I was looking at it, and yeah, it wasn't actually as high as I expected, but He did, like Darnell Washington took 67 reps as a wide receiver last year. So, not bad. Not bad. So, you went after who again?
I took Tyree Wilson out of Texas Tech.
There we go. The edge rusher himself. Okay.
Edge.
For the Finns. God. Draft for these guys. You already drafted tackle. We didn't draft edge. We drafted a running back last time. I think getting an edge might be the best thing for us to do right now. Just getting extra depth. Again, most of these players won't even start. So I'm going to take a guy with a very high ceiling. That's Zach Harrison out of Ohio State. Put him as a rotational edge rusher.
Okay, there we go, man. That dude could really just achieve his potential.
Oh, he's a beast. He can be something.
All right. For the Raiders, I did. Let's see. We did Cooper Beebe, and I know we probably took tackle Paris. Yeah, Paris. Yeah. So offensive line, we did some work, but oh man, dude. Oh gosh, you know who I'm gonna go with?
Do it.
I'm gonna go with Zach Evans at running back.
Ooh, I like that.
I mean, hey, we're building the offensive line. Josh Jacobs, I don't think they're gonna retain him. They don't want to sign him to a second deal. So let's just get some guys on rookie deals that can play the running back position very well.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get some more sure hands here. I know you said it's very similar to what they just drafted in the first round, but honestly, it shows that they like him. Xavier Hutchinson as another weapon for this Colts, for the Titans would be absolutely phenomenal. Send it.
All right. Let me just, there he is. 409. All right. Houston Texans, we're here. We got Tyler Davis. We got Voorhees, and then they had two first. Foskey and Young. Okay. Mm-hmm. So maybe I'm thinking maybe they really don't have a freelancer back there at safety. Have we taken? We haven't taken Catalan yet, have we?
No, that'd be fun.
Yeah, dude, right here in the third round, dude. Like, hey, I know the guy's been hurt a ton in his career, but now they get that legit guy with center fielder range.
What if you went Josh Downs?
Well, okay, I want to at least give John Mechie a chance since he's gonna miss the year because of leukemia or something.
His leukemia?
Yeah. It's a very mild form.
What the hell?
I think it's like the same thing like Roman Reigns had.
Oh, well, I wish that guy the best of luck. Jeez, I didn't know that. Damn. So you're going Jalen?
Yep.
Okay, well, I made fun of this earlier, but I was saying I was not going to go receiver because of the fact that they have 2 first-round receivers. I'm going to go Josh Downs here. I think that he'd be a nice playmaking threat for the Vikings.
Yeah, Downs is fun.
Yeah.
People were I did my stock report for week 1 or at least week 0.
Yeah.
And I didn't include Josh Downs, and they were like, "What? He tore up Florida A&M." And I was like, "Yeah, as he should have." I'm not gonna list him here.
Yeah, it's like they were talking about the Florida State safety had was the only one above an 80 grade, and it was against Duquesne or something. And I was like,
yeah.
See,
the only reason I put Jared Verse is because this is his first time playing with Florida State. He's a guy not a lot of people talk about.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're here with the Denver Broncos, and decisions need to be made. Decisions need to be made.
Your boy has class in an hour. Gonna come for your head, boy.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to run through this.
You're good.
If you could tell, I'm out of shape, so running's not my forte.
What about a running back? Replace Melvin Gordon.
They got Javonte, dude. Well, Melvin Gordon's there.
Oof.
They got him on a cheap deal, and they could probably just keep doing that.
Dude, this class is too good. Eric Gray, Chase Brown are still on the board.
Oh
my God.
It is a very, very good running back class.
Ridiculous.
All right. Looking at what I got here. Boy, that doesn't sound good either.
What?
I was thinking of the big man Jones at Ohio State, but
oh no.
Yeah. Listen, okay, you know what? Let's go with kind of a fun pick. I'm gonna go with Nick Herbig.
Okay.
Maybe he's off ball, but he's got such a good pass rush upside. You could also play with that. Like he actually had, I think he has one of the best, I guess pass rush game plans or approaches when it comes to how he's gonna defeat tackle and whatnot in this class. Yeah. But honestly, might end up being more off ball just because of his size.
Fair. So for the Eagles, man, I mean, I don't really know what else this team exactly needs. So I don't really know where to go. A wide receiver getting extra depth in the third.
You could always get that QB.
I know. I looked at it. I was like, do I dare just pull? There's no way. I'm not going to pull a third round QB on this team. No. That doesn't make sense. It wouldn't help out the team at all. So, yeah, no, I'm passing on that. I hate that they have Mario Williams in this. The dude is straight up a true sophomore.
Oh, I haven't even seen him yet.
He's so good.
He is good.
He's really good. But for the Eagles, I think Zay Flowers would be a nice option as a wide receiver 4, potential upside to be play anywhere. Good depth in case, obviously the Slim Reaper gets hurt. I think Zay Flowers could be a monster.
The Slim Reaper. I love that nickname.
So good.
All right, Bengals. Hayden Hurst. He's kind of what you would say he's a stopgap option. I'm going to go with Dalton Kincaid out of Utah. Very good receiver. Very good receiver. Needs to work as a blocker, but it's fine.
Yeah, I do like that a lot. For the Ravens, I would consider going into that center mold again just to continue getting extra depth because it's also BPA. But we're probably not going to do that. I'm actually going to continue dipping in defensive backs. I think Malachi Moore might be the best player available on the board. I do think that he would be, obviously, Bama corners are pretty popular there in Baltimore. So we're going to continue the trend.
I think Marcus Peters is a free agent too.
That's why
this year next.
Yeah, that's why I'm pretty sure it's this year, but that's also why I got in the second round. Where's he at? I'm tripping. I got Tyreek Stevenson, but I want him to play slot / boundary. I want him to be everywhere.
Variety is the spice of life, man.
Exactly.
All right, so I'm gonna finally address the offensive line for Dallas Cowboys, but I'm gonna go with the interior.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna go with John Michael Schmitz. He's a bit older, but he's just a very good, I think, NFL ready prospect.
Yes, I totally agree. The Broncos, I'm considering just taking Ricky Stromberg because, again, offensive line is just the juice of life. But I'm going to give a chance to somebody who I don't really believe in. But Russell Wilson's dealt with crap offensive lines before. I think if he hits, he's going to be an absolute monster at 360 pounds. No, just kidding. DeJuan Jones. I was about to say Jackson Kirkland. DeJuan Jones, right tackle, I think is still, in my opinion, a necessity to lock up long term. And if he works out, he works out. That's
I was actually thinking I was thinking about that for the last Broncos pick.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I think he's he moves pretty darn well for his size. You flip on a tape and he'll make like he'll combo out blocks. Like he's literally like Russell Crowe in Gladiator. Are you not entertained? Taking one guy. Oh, you want some? Like he's literally like. Have you ever watched Letterkenny?
Yes.
Okay, he's like Wayne, dude. Just like looking for a fight, and he will take on everybody. Like, freaking love that show, dude.
It's great. That was great.
Me and my wife started watching it back. Okay, so I have the Niners. I went Brandon Joseph. Boy, it would really be nice to continue to keep going with like the offensive line.
Yeah.
Let's see. But will I? Here, let me just go to my big board, see what good players are falling. To help me make this decision.
Ricky Stromberg.
Yeah, honestly, Stromberg wouldn't be a bad pickup. But I think this might be weird. I think I'm going receiver. And okay, they just got, who do they get? They got Danny Gray.
Yeah. You're not gonna boost that interior?
I mean, okay, well,
so
okay,
bad.
yeah, you got Stromberg,
Awful.
and that's about it. Like,
yes.
Oh, you know what? No, okay, this cat actually, I think because like Stromberg, I don't think he really got the movement skills. And I'm gonna go with. No, he definitely doesn't. Wait, he definitely does not have the movement skills.
No.
I'm gonna go with Nick Broecker.
Oh.
Yeah, because now he's moving to guard after playing tackle for Ole Miss, and like the dude moves exceptionally well.
Okay. Well, I am down. I'm looking at Joe Tippmann here as a potential young developmental dude for the Chargers.
I like that cat. I think he's gonna show out this year.
I do
be
too.
A day 2 guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ricky Stromberg. I'm gonna see if he can actually work with the Chargers. I don't know if he will, but I just think it's worth taking a shot. And interior offensive line help can never be a bad thing. Have we gone 4 offensive linemen in a row?
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I was like, golly.
Dude, we're like,
yeah, because they're flying off the board. That's what's happening.
I can see that.
All right. Okay, we could. I kind of want to get back to the corner position for the Rams. Just grabbing more depth. They've had a few guys leave. I know they brought in like some former players like what was that cat's name? He played for Cleveland last year. And now he's back. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I think with this pick, I'm gonna go with a fighter. I'm gonna go with my boy Caillou Blue Kelly.
Ooh, I love Caillou. Big fan of that.
Dude,
honestly,
that Drake London matchup was.
Yeah, I know. I remember messaging you about that. I was like, dude, this guy's a beast. I'm going to actually continue this trend just to save time. I'm going to go Tony Grimes here for the Chiefs. Getting some extra corner depth is never a bad thing, and he has some high upside.
Yeah. Grimes made it on my stock down list just because he had the upper body injury this past week. Like, he only played 8 snaps against Florida A&M. But I love Tony Grimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so with the Packers, I know I took tackle because you have to. So maybe I could dip back into wide receiver here actually, and look at a few. I'm gonna go with A.T. Perry here.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Big fan.
Big boy.
Yeah. For the Bucs, I'm gonna go running back here. The question is which one. There's so many good ones. I'm gonna go Eric Gray. I love his just overall abilities and just every part of the game. Really good player.
Yeah, dude, freaking Eric Gray. It took me like a year, but I finally came around to him.
I know. I told you.
The Buffalo Bills. I never got back to that offensive line, did I?
No.
Who did I take for? Oh, okay, I took Modin, and I know we took Bijan. So I guess we have to go to the offensive line now at this point. Gojo.
Split it up. We're not talking about your dog. I love Gojo, but
Go.
Put the tip.
Oh,
Do it.
I was gonna go with more of a guy that just projects to be like he's an Alabama guard. He's got size, length. It's not. Huh?
Are you talking about Emil or Cohen?
Cohen, not Emil. I'm actually a little lower on Emil.
Yeah, me too.
So Cohen. Here he is.
There we go. The Co-Man. For the Brownies, what did you pick for them before?
I took Raheem Jarrett, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And then I think I took interior. Yeah, we took Jarrett.
Yeah.
And they don't have a first rounder because they like massage parlors. So
true. So
trying to find the other guy. I guess they only had the one pick, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna go Owen Papo here. We're gonna say he stays healthy for the year. Give him a shot.
Dude, that's a guy I really like.
Yeah, he's really good.
Dude's a freak, just needs to put on weight.
Niners.
Yeah, Niners. This one might be a little weird.
Go for it.
All right, so with the Niner, this might be a lot of weird. Listen, they got Jimmy G as the backup. I think I'm gonna pull a Patriots here and get a high end backup with potential. Why are you making that face?
No way you're about to take Spencer Rattler.
I'm not. I said a high end backup.
Okay, so
not someone who's totally like unplayable. I'm actually gonna go with Aiden O'Connell. I think he has a chance to be the Bailey Zappi in this class, which I know Bailey Zappi went in the 4th, but I kind of want to showcase another quarterback here. And he's a guy that plays with a lot of rhythm, a lot of timing. So
I like it. I honestly think that this guy is just so good for this team. Now I'm tripping up on his name again. Where's the guy from Maryland? Not
Duncan. Duncan.
No, where's the Missouri guy?
Oh,
there he's
Foster.
Javon. There. I keep saying I'm gonna go Javon Foster here. I think he's an amazing zone blocking tackle. So I think that's the best move.
All right. So, whoops. Here we go. All right. Kansas City Chiefs. We've done nothing but offense for him. I say you. I want to address the defense.
I got a corner.
Did you?
Yeah. Did I not?
Oh, yeah, you got Grimes. I'm sorry. I was thinking of your first 2 picks.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
All right, so here I'm probably going to go with defensive interior, and there's a plethora of different guys. It just depends on who kind of fits the... like what you're looking for. And I'm going to go with number 1 on Bruce Feldman's Freaks list, Mozzie Smith.
Mozzie. Love that for him.
All right.
Beast.
Yeah, there we go, dude.
Woo. And the Thunder is just coming in.
Yeah, golly, that was a draft. There was a lot of good players we didn't pick up here. Guys like Kalijah Cansey, Kobe Wooden, I was talking about Toi Peloto. Xavier Thomas. Dude, there's a ton. There's a ton. I felt like we could have even went deeper with the receivers, the running backs, obviously. Dude, right now it's like it's so broad with, we don't know who's going to stay, who's going to leave, who's going to have down years, who's going to have big years. So it's like this is just to really put like names on these guys, like names on this on people's radar. But thank you for joining me, Alex. Go ahead, shout out your channel.
Yes, so I am the owner of Hail Mary Sports. If you guys like this type of content, I do essentially the same thing. Have our own little shows though that have their own little twists, so it's a little bit different. If you guys want just like the same color but a little different shade, feel free to stop on by. Would love to talk to you guys. Even have a TikTok. I know I don't know if I told you about this. Sold my soul to the devil, but it's really fun.
Or China.
Honestly, to be honest, with all the crap, it's damn ring lights from China. So I mean, everything's made in China. But if you guys like this stuff, feel free to go check it out. Would love to talk to you guys over there.
All right. Well, thank you, my Chinese supporting friend. But that's it for the video. Go ahead, do the YouTube thing as always. Until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.